Hey, Kevin here, top 100 financial advisor and best-selling author, and we are here to talk about the stock market. I want to answer a question that y'all ask me pretty often, and that is, when I dollar cost average, does it make more sense, or when you dollar cost average, however you want to phrase that, is it best to add more money to the investments that you already have, or do you add a new one on a regular basis? That is an excellent question, and I think we just gloss over and say dollar cost average is one of the best things you can do, and then don't really, answer that question. So I want to answer that question directly. It's a great one, and I don't think I've answered this part of this question before. First, what is dollar cost averaging? For those who may be new to the channel, you might want to subscribe. If you're old to the channel, you might want to subscribe, hit the like button, do all that kind of stuff. But answer the question, dollar cost averaging is when you add money to your accounts and invest regularly. For 401k, whenever you get paid, they just take a little money, take a little bit out, put it in the market. That's dollar cost averaging. If you are on any investment app, sometimes you have to do this on your own. I do it on Fridays because I like Fridays. There's no rhyme or reason. Friday is not a special day other than the fact that I like to get tacos on Fridays. I enjoy Fridays, and I just enjoy my weekend. That's just what I do, okay? But you can do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 2 weeks, first 15, whatever it is you want to do. Does not matter as long as you are consistent. But in that consistent process, does it make sense to, again, add a new stock on a regular basis every 2 weeks, or should you just have some stocks in the beginning and just add to those? The answer for me is to have that set of stocks and just keep adding to it and adding to it and adding to it. Why is that? You always want to sit down and reevaluate your investments at some point in time. Annually is good, every 6 months is good, every day is not good. Every week and every month is not good either. We have data that supports that that's not a good thing for you to do. However, if you're adding a new stock all the time, then you're not going to have an apples to apples comparison. For example, investing in, I'm just throwing companies out there, I don't know, Dick's Sporting Goods and Estee Lauder, which is ticker symbol DKS for Dick's Sporting Goods, ticker symbol EL for Estee Lauder. If you invested in one in June and another in July, then when you start to compare those in September and October, they're going to be uneven. You've had 1 month of extra growth or not growth or losses, and you're not really judging them fairly and saying, well, this stock is better than the other one, when in reality the entire market could have been down that month and it just wasn't a great month, but you didn't invest in both of them, so you don't have a fair comparison. So you're adding on a regular basis a brand new stock. It's hard to really sit down and judge what's what. Also, if you're doing this for a long period of time, let's say that you're adding a new stock every month, well, after a year, you might not remember which stock you added when and what was the reason that you did it at that point in time. I think that it is best to sit down and let's say that your number is 5 or 10 or 15. These are the 15 stocks I'm going to invest in, and I'm going to add to these and add to these and add to these. And then in December, I'm going to sit down and decide which ones I want to keep and which ones I want to get rid of. That is the simplest process that can show positive results. Another thing that you want to remember too, as you're adding money to these companies and why you want to do it that way, or actually, how many should you own? Let's answer that question first. Depends on what you want to do. Depends on what your strategy is. I can't tell you what your strategy is. We all got different preferences, okay? So you can, if you only have one index fund, I talked about index funds the other day. Why is music playing? That's weird. I'm gonna roll with it anyway. I think it's from my PlayStation. So we're gonna roll with it anyway. I don't know if y'all can hear it, I can hear it. And look, I don't be doing all the editing stuff. One day I'll get to it where I can point here and things pop up. I just ain't got time right now. But we're gonna go ahead and conclude this video as we talk about how many you should own. The textbook will tell you want to have 20 to 25, or really 20 to 30. If you're a new investor, if you get an index fund, that's the only thing you need. Okay, you don't need to do nothing else unless you want to. After that, I think a new investor should probably start anywhere between 5 to 10. You might want to work your way up to 15. Why did I choose that number and not the 30? It is hard for you as an individual to do the level of research that you need to do for 30 different companies and have enough money to add to 30 different companies and know when to sell and when to buy and how to DCA for 30 different companies. If you are adding money on your own, like I do, on DCA basis, imagine picking the company, buy, picking the company, buy, picking the company, buy 30 times every week or every 2 weeks. That's a lot of time. Let's be honest. That's a lot of time, which is why I argue that you should have your core investments inside of a index fund like VTI. We had talked about that one. Then if you want to have some stocks on top of that, maybe 5, 10, as many as 15. I think 5 to 10, that's a great number. If you already have an index fund, if you already have one, that's a great number that you can research, that you can memorize, that you know the ins and outs of what's going on, and you can make better investing decisions. All right, that is it for me. I need to figure out what just happened to my TV, and that's about it. Make sure you click the link in the bio, teaching free classes this weekend. Really, I teach them all the time, but you want to definitely get in as soon as you can because a lot of stuff going on, and I want to give you a free plan on how you can create your six-figure investing plan. All right, that's it for me. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.